Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage, and yes, they call me the Loner Ranger. I'm arranging loans to help people buy homes, refinance homes, pay off debt with debt consolidation. You name it. If it comes to residential lending, I've got the product for you. I've been in the mortgage business for over 36 years, right here in Central Florida, operating in Tampa, Daytona, Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami, all the way down to Cape Coral. And I lend in all 50 states. That's right, folks, all 50 states. Direct lender. I'm not a mortgage broker. Can I broker? Yes, I can broker. I'm licensed to broker, but I choose not to. Why? Because you are a middleman when you're a mortgage broker, and I'm direct. So here's why people use me. First of all, I'm one of the top 1% in the entire nation for production. And I don't tell you that to brag, folks. Listen, I'm a simple cowboy. I don't do a lot of things right, but I do mortgages really well. And I help my clients win. When I say win, I want you to win. I want you to win, and I want you to give me a great review. That's what makes the difference. And that's why if you go to Google or Yelp or Zillow, you can check out my reviews right there, folks. You're going to see the real deal. I'm not complicated. I'm not fast talking. I explain things in simple terms, and I help people get to the closing table smoothly and on time. 36 years lending. Everything is done in-house, folks. First of all, from the moment you talk to us, you can either do an in-person appointment, you can do a Zoom appointment, you can do it online, we can take an application on the phone, any way you want. I'm not using AI to do anything on your loan. I am not going to compromise your social security number, your date of birth, your income, where you've worked, and all your credit just because AI might be able to do something faster. We've seen it and it makes mistakes. Believe me, it makes mistakes. So what you get here is you get the real deal. You get the real people that care about you. You're not a loan number with me. You're a human being that's got needs and desires, and you've got ambitions to buy properties or refinance to consolidate debt. And I want to be the guy you choose. If you're in Tampa right now, you can call me at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. So my process, here's my process. We take your loan application, and when we do it thoroughly, we don't do it half-assed like a lot of these brokers and banks do. We want to make sure that there's no stone unturned, that there's not one of these situations where you're 3 days from closing and you can't close because something came up. I'm not interested in that, and I know it would stress you out too. So you don't want that to happen. So my team is thorough. We get all the docs together, and then I get on a Zoom call or a personal meeting with you, and we go through everything to make sure it's exactly the way you want it. By the way, when you apply with me, you don't have to worry about a hard credit pull. No, not an application. You don't have to worry about it. We don't need a full credit report until you're ready to submit an offer on a contract. Then you have to have it because it's going to update the credit. And not all soft credit pulls are the same credit score as a full-on credit report. Keep that in mind, folks. Another thing that when we take your application, we've got your credit, only a soft pull, so nothing affects your credit negatively. We've reviewed your income, your assets. We know where the money's coming from. Anything that's unusual about your situation, we want to address it so that when I send you out to buy a home, you are positioned like a cash buyer. That gives you negotiating strength. Now, when you are fully approved with me, here's the difference, folks. Here's the difference. When you're fully approved with me and you want to go make an offer on a house, oftentimes you may be up against other offers because if it's a good deal for you, it's probably a good deal for somebody else, right? So they found the same house you did and they're making an offer. How do we elevate you so you're the one that they choose over somebody else? Maybe you're getting an FHA loan and you're only putting 3% down or 3.5% down. Maybe you're a veteran and you're not putting any money down and you're up against somebody that's putting 20 or 25% down. How do you win? Here's how you win. I call the listing agent that represents the seller when you make your offer. Now, I only do this with fully approved fast track loans. So you want fast track? Ask me fast track. Text me fast track at 813-213-4009. I will explain how it does and how it works and how it benefits you. So here's the way it works. Your loan's been underwritten by an underwriter. See, the other folks that are making offers didn't get that. They got the loan officer that was overzealous because he only closes 2 loans a month. And so he's very anxious, or she's very anxious to write that pre approval letter and then try to figure it out later. But that's how mistakes are made. That's how people fail at the closing table. And I'm going to tell you something, there's nothing worse than having a moving truck full of your furniture, the pet's packed up. You've already got your other house under contract or canceled your rent, your lease that you had. And now you're in contract to buy a new home and the whole thing just fell apart. Now, that happened to me with one of my clients, but not my client's loan, the one that was buying their house, because the other loan officer didn't do their homework like we did. So we don't want that to happen. Now, when you're out looking for a home, I will then contact the listing agent that represents the seller, and I will guarantee the seller that I will close your loan on time without any hitches, or I'll pay the seller up to $500 per day for every day that we miss the closing. Now, folks, we're not going to miss the closing. Why? Because I've done my homework. I've got you fully approved. We know everything we need to know about it. There's not going to be any adjustments because everything was dialed in from the beginning. And that's how you win. Now, people that don't get that may make 2 or 3, 4 offers on different properties and they lose every time. And they don't know why they're losing. They think because their offer's too low, but it may not be that at all. It's because the loan officer isn't going to bat for you. We go to bat for our clients because we don't want you to lose. We want you to win. We want you to get the house you want, not lose it to somebody else. So you call the loan arranger. I make sure that happens. Now, once your application's in, it's been underwritten by an underwriter, not by a loan officer. Then you make an offer. I can close fast. Oftentimes I can close in as little as 10 days because I've already got all my homework done. All I've got to do is wait for an appraisal on the property that you purchased. It's pretty simple, folks. It's pretty simple. So we get the contract in, we order the appraisal. I'm ready to close. Done. Ready to close. If you're a real estate agent and you're not using me for your services, I would like to offer my services. I'm applying for the job to make your job better, make you look better, close a lot more transactions, and make sure your clients are always happy. Our communication is relentless here. Our clients and realtors don't ever have to call me and go, "Hey, what's going on with the Jones file?" I don't have that because there's relentless communication that they get. Things close smooth. And being a direct lender, largest retail lender in the country, I have every loan program you could possibly think of. Write my phone number down, 813-213-4009, or go to webringyouhome.com. Orlando, 407-706-3313. So now we're all set to go. I can close early, whatever you want. You don't want to close early? You want to close in 30 days, 45, 60 days, whatever it is you want. But you win because you can close fast. I will also give you tips on how to elevate you as well. A lot of these real estate agents out there, they're not negotiating hard for you. So what did I do? I came up with a program to help you. It's called the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. Now, here's how that works, folks. After I have you fully approved, I will refer you to a real estate agent. If you don't have one that you absolutely love and is an amazing negotiator, allow me to introduce you to somebody that I've pre-vetted. Once I refer you to that real estate agent, I promise you the best in that area, the best in that area. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to give you the number one producer. Sometimes I don't think the number one producer even talks to their clients anymore. I want somebody that's going to service you the way I'm going to service you. I want somebody that can negotiate for you the way I would negotiate for you. I want somebody that'll look after your money the way you look after your money and the way I'm going to make sure that your money's protected. When that happens, that real estate agent that I refer you to will then give you up to 25% of their real estate commission, up to $10,000. You heard me, folks, up to 25%. Now, I'm also going to see if they can negotiate some closing costs to be paid for you as well. This works out famously. If you have questions about how this program works as a consumer, you call me and ask me. If you're a real estate agent and you would like to be on my referral list, here's how that works. I can't refer you if I don't know you and have done business with you. So you send me your next 3 transactions, you grade me on how my team does. And if you think I'm amazing and I think you're amazing, then we're going to start doing some business together. You talk to Tom McNamara in Orlando. You talk to Christopher Gabbard down in Tampa. You talk to Lisa Riley in Sarasota area. You talk to, yeah, I've got lists of agents over in Cocoa Beach. I've got Michelle Hurley and Michelle Walker and Jessica Hurley. Unbelievable agents out there. Fantastic job. So I refer you to them. They find you a home. Now they'll list a home too. You want to list a home? I'll connect you with that. You still get a 25% discount from them. They refer 25% of their commission back to you. They don't give me 1 red cent. I want it to go to you. Again, I'm trying to find as many ways for my clients to win as possible. So when people come to me and they go, affordability, it's just not affordable to buy. It is affordable to buy. You just have to know how to do it. So now I want to invite you to a very special class that I'm going to be teaching this Tuesday, June 16th, 6 p.m. Zoom. Go to webringyouhome.com. Write that down. It's easy to remember, folks. Webringyouhome.com. I want you to go to that website. And if you are interested in purchasing as a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor that wants to generate generational wealth, I'm going to cover everything you need to know on how to find a home in today's market, negotiate the best deal for you, and maintain wealth. I want you to know how you can gain wealth in real estate. Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate even my own son's transaction, Chase, that bought a home 5 years ago, and it's worth over $200,000 more than he paid for it. Now he's 28 years old. He's got 200 grand sitting in equity in his house. The great thing about that is you don't pay any taxes on that equity. You don't pay any taxes. How could he have made $200,000 in 5 years to save? A 28-year-old, they don't make enough money to do that. That's hard for anybody to do, but you can do it when you buy real estate. Let me show you how to do it. It's simple. Let me show you how to create generational wealth, and I'll show you can have 5 properties all free and clear in 20 years that will produce you about $25,000 to $30,000 in rental income and put you a portfolio of free and clear property of about $4.5 million. Wouldn't you like that? If you're in your 20s or 30s, start now, folks. Don't wait. Start now. Get into my class. If you don't think everything I give you is serving for you, trust me. Send me a review then. I'm going to tell you, I will help young folks create wealth. Listen, I'm a 10th grade dropout. I was orphaned at 15 years old, lost mom at 15, dad at 16, quit school in the middle of the 10th grade, shipped to Canada to live with an uncle that raced stock cars and owned a junkyard. Telling you, I was only there for 10 months. I moved back from Canada. I was 17 years old. I got a job at the city of Maitland working in their sewer and street department. My life was going nowhere. I was mixing with some wrong folks. I wasn't doing it right. And one of my dad's good friends that actually was in charge of our estate grabbed me by the ear and said, Woody, you ain't doing it right. You need to fix this problem. And we're going to fix it right now. If it wasn't for people that cared about me, I would probably be either dead, in jail, or definitely poor. But I decided that I was going to make a better life for myself so I could provide more for me and my family. So I buckled down. I made changes. I wasn't going to be a victim anymore. I was going to create my own destiny. I was going to write my own book. That's what we do here. Let me show you how to write your last pages in your book so that it has wealth and prosperity I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Show. I'm going to tell you more about this class and about some other events I got going on. Don't go anywhere.